Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Andrew,
I'm Jason.
and welcome to Movie Source
Today we have our trailer review of Captain America 3.
Civil War. All right, so Jace, what were your initial reactions on this trailer?
Well, first thing I noticed was there was a lot of action going on in this trailer, which is kind of a staple of the Captain America series. There's always so much action going on in there, but now it's going to be Avengers versus Avengers, so I think it's going to be pretty action-packed.
Yeah, and I really love how they made the focus on the trailer, even though it is a cap-heavy trailer. They give everyone a little time to shine, but also I love how they put Bucky at the center on why they're conflicting. It's over Bucky, and we clearly can see, obviously I don't want to give away too many spoilers from what happened in the Winter Soldier, but we clearly see that there's something going on in Tony Stark's past that involves the Winter Soldier. So, that looks like it's from the trailer, it looks like there's going to be a big setup to why Tony despises the Winter Soldier so much. Why does he want to fight this guy?
And I was
so
wondering
bad?
this. I was wondering this whole time going into this movie, like, what was gonna make these guys want to fight each other so badly? Like, these guys are superheroes. Like, why are they gonna clash against each other? But Bucky is kind of that middle ground that Cap feels so strongly about, and obviously Iron Man might too. So
I completely agree. I'd say my biggest thing, even though I feel the film is going to be fantastic, I'd say the biggest thing that's worrying me. Are we really gonna believe that are we buying into this idea that they're gonna be fighting against each other? Like, you know what I mean? Because like I feel like from the D23 footage that a lot of people are telling me, like it doesn't really feel like they're fight. It feels like they're out in a parking lot just having a cool little fight, and then that's it. There's not a lot of tension being built up. So
they fought each other in the first Avengers movie.
Very true. Very true.
Like, Iron Man and Thor were fighting.
Yeah,
Hulk was fighting.
I guess the point of what I'm saying is I just want it to really feel like there's a lot of tension going on. It's not just, hey, we've gotten a fight, we'll make up tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like you got to really believe this idea on why they're conflicted against each other. Why the government is forcing one side of the team against the other side. So it's going to be really interesting to see which side each member stays on, and also if they're going to stay on that side, because according to the comics, someone's supposed to switch over, and betray the other team. So we'll see what happens in regards to that. But I gotta tell you, I also love the parts where Scarlett Johansson, Black Widow, was telling Cap, like, you got to stop what you're doing. Like, we're coming hard after you. And like, because they built a very close bond in Winter Soldier. Like, they were very close, not like, relationship wise, like boyfriend girlfriend, but brother and sister wise, they were very close friends. So you could tell in her face she does not want to hunt him down, and she's giving him a clear warning. So that tension I could feel, you know what I mean?
Well, I feel like the one thing that we know about Black Widow is that she's not really on any side. She's on her own side, so she's gonna stay, I feel like, kind of even between both. Maybe stay for appearances, on Tony's side, but I know she's going to be helping Cap out any way she can because she doesn't want to hurt him either. So,
well, we'll have to wait and see, but that definitely looks like an interesting dynamic between Cap and Black Widow, rather.
I really want to see how Ant-Man ties into this film, because I feel like he's going to play some sort of miniature pivotal role, because...
Yeah. I see what you did there, Jace. I see what you did there. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I can't wait it's going to be interesting because Winter Soldier is such a dark film. I mean, there's so many political elements to the film. I mean, it's
I think this film is going to take the dark tone as well.
Yeah, it's going to have the dark tone, but with the Ant-Man scenes, there's going to be that lighthearted comedy. Definitely. That's going to diffuse the tension a little bit and make you laugh a few scenes. So, and supposedly Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man, he's a humongous Captain America fan. So seeing him like what we are, like fanboys, it's like it's like us having super. He's one of us with superpowers, and then he gets to meet his hero. So
speaking of fanboys, Black Panther enters in this film.
Oh man.
Man. That's what I've been waiting for more than anything.
I know. I mean, I thought I was excited to see Spider-Man. No, the Black Panther stuff. Oh God, I'm glad we finally get to see him on film. I was tired of just watching him on Netflix cartoon shows, which is cool too. He was awesome and he shined there and in the comics as well. Yeah. But it's about time we get to see Black Panther.
I'm sort of wondering how much of a role he's going to play. or if he's just going to kind of come in at the end, sort of like Vision did at the end of
I mean,
Avengers 2.
Obviously we have to wait and see, but from what I understand, he was supposed to have the same role that Spider-Man had in Civil War in the comics. Now that Spider-Man's in it, maybe they, kind of lowered his role a little bit, but I still feel he's going to have a significant role. I mean, we were in his hometown in the last film, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
We were.
So, I mean, we went through vibranium and all that. So, I mean, I got to imagine he's going to have, the events of in Wakanda in Age of Ultron. I got to imagine that there's a reason he's in this film, and he's going to play a pretty significant role,
Hopefully that role is actually real and not just to set up his movie, kind of like what Avengers 2 suffered from a little bit.
Well, kind of like Iron Man 2 a little bit too, where they were setting up a lot of stuff for Avengers, and it's like, we love that you're setting up stuff, but it's like we need to be here in the present right now.
Make it consistent to the storyline, make it matter, make it mean something.
Exactly, make the movie we're making now good instead of worrying about all setups. So one thing I can tell you that like really stood out to me above everything else, the fight at the end between Cap
and
Bucky and Iron Man. It was really like watching a WWE like a handicap tag team 2-on-1, you know what I mean? But I gotta tell you too, like not only did the choreograph look fantastic on the fight sequence, them throwing the shield and just beating up together, like
they're going to town on Iron Man.
Oh, I mean, but it was just very, the flow was there on the fight. It's not like this fight looks out of place, like that doesn't like it didn't
look like a dance. It looked like a fight.
Star Wars prequels. I'm just saying those lightsaber scenes were cool, but it did look like a dance a little bit. But no, that it looked like an epic fight between three superhero studs who like were gonna go at it. And I got to tell you that fight looks amazing. The movie looks amazing. I cannot wait to see this film. I'm so excited.
Well, that's one thing from Captain America 2 that I really hope carries over to Captain America 3 is just some of the fight scenes in that movie are just on point. They're some of the best fight scenes I've ever seen.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'd even compare those fight scenes close to like the Raid and the Raid 2. They were that good, but I completely agree with you. By far, in my opinion, the best fight scenes in all the Marvel cinematic films.
Definitely.
But hopefully, they can keep up with that same fight choreograph for this one. I got to assume they will. We got the same directors back, so the Russo brothers. But we'll have to wait and see.
We will.
Very exciting stuff. I cannot wait to see this film. May 6th cannot get here fast enough.
Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. We'd love to hear what you have to say, so comment below. And if you'd like to see more videos like this one, you can hit the subscribe button right here.
See you guys next time.